Hello, my darlings. Hello, my darlings. I'm playing with this new iPad mini, and I don't know why in that last video it cut off and did not speak at the end. So this is just another test called testing my iPad mini. I mean, when the guy named this iPad, it must have not been a woman on the committee. Guys, iPad, please. I want to tell you, I've been having so much fun just going around on a vacation on YouTube. There are so many wonderful people all around the world. If you feel depressed because you don't have this and you don't have that, trust me, all you have to do is go to all parts of the country where they're blowing up, where they're killing, where people are starving, and you will realize how blessed you are. All that we have is just nothing. It's something when, of course, a family member is killed. It's something when we lose a mother. It's something when we lose a father. It's something when we lose a relative. I want to ask a question to you people who are doing all this killing. Would you want your parents or a member of your family to die also? Because I think in one of my videos I said that I think this killing would stop immediately if you thought that when you got locked up that your mother or your relatives would be a danger for retribution. It's only a coward that would shoot up unarmed people. You're a coward. I remember we had the crack epidemic, and we were trying so hard, Mother Hell, to save these little babies. Well, I think these little babies are probably in their 20s and their 30s now. And I wanted they implant a chip in these babies to turn them into killing machines, to turn them into foul-mouthed, no-respect zombies. You know, these are just things I wonder. Grandma loves all of you. I want the best for all of you. I talk to my ladies and I tell you, don't live with a man if he's not your husband. Don't have a baby out of wedlock. You and your husband may not stay together. You might get separated. But you were married to that man. And when it comes to something happens to him or happens to you, Social Security wants to see that wedding license. They want to see that birth certificate with his name on it. So this is just things that my grandmother shared with me. My grandmother told me that if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. My grandmother also told me put a piece of peppermint in my mouth when I really want to start saying something bad or being mean. And my mother always taught me, treat other people the way you would want to be treated. So this is my little talk on this iPad mini. I really like the iPad mini. I'm not getting any money for pushing it, but I really like it. But you notice my little iPod and my iPhone, I mean, they picked up really good and didn't have to worry. I think what I did is I covered the voice at the end, and that's what happened there with my iPad. P. So I'm really excited about going on this trip. I'm reading everything. I'm learning Thai, the Thai language, which you can learn online. I'm learning a little Indonesian, although my daughter said most of the people in Bali do speak English because of the tourism. But I kind of like really, I know Singapore is just all English. It's Chinese, but English is the language. The Chinese are very nice and polite people. They don't scream and yell and holler. Like I told you, if you look at one of my videos where I said you would lose face. No one would pay attention to you if you were yelling and screaming and hollering. I do understand our dear brothers and sisters who are trying to defend us. But I want to let you know, God said, vengeance are mine, saith the Lord. God's going to take care of it, people. Don't even worry about it. We know the games that's being played. The money that they're earning for being so disrespectful and doing every trick in the book, it will be coals on their fires in hell. I always go back to Tales from the Hood, when they were in that Undertaker and he took that gun, and that gun turned into molten steel in their hands. Your guns, people, are going to turn into molten steel. Put those guns down. Go to the library. If you can't read, they got audiobooks. Learn about your history. Learn that when you kill another person, that you are doing the work of the enemy. Don't ever think this enemy loves you. This enemy loves you when you're attacking and murdering your own people. And then when you succeed in getting everybody dead and killing everybody, then he will take you out. And you won't have any help. Like I told you, when they were kidnapping people from Africa, some of the guys who kidnapped the people, they would be waiting at the boat for their payment. And their payment was to have some change slapped on their legs. And they had to be put on the ship. And the guys on the ship, they knew that this was the guy who had threw the net around them when they were walking down the road. Another thing, too, some of us say because we have white people in our family that we, how should I put it, products of rape. I agree. Some of us were product of rape. But I'm going to tell you, where there's a male and a female, they're going to love one another after a while. And that's a love that nobody's going to be able to take away. I think I shared with you that my grandparents were white. And I guess you say, oh, well, how can your grandparents be white and you're black? That's why you got to learn about this DNA. This DNA is something else. 2 white people are shocked when they give birth to a black baby. That black baby come from maybe great-great-great-grandmother long time ago. And I also heard that the Y chromosome on the male can be traced back. So you might be black as the ace of spade, but you got a white grandfather somewhere back there. The human DNA is something else. I mean, most of you in your neighborhood saw where you've seen 2 parents and they had children all different colors. And a lot of us used to joke and say, that's the mailman's baby. But no, it wasn't the mailman's baby. The black woman is usually a woman who can give birth to all colors. My daughter looks Hispanic, and she's not Hispanic. But most people think that her father is some guy in Mexico. But no, her father was a black man. Of course, he was mixed also. And when I say mixed, I mean the mix don't have to be the second generation. The mix could be 3 or 4 generations ago. I love all my mixture. I love the American Indian. I love the African. I love the, what else could be in there? Well, in my case, the Scottish, the Scotland, and somebody said, oh, I've got my grandfather's Ellis Island records. I know. I'm proud of everybody. What I'm hurt about so bad, if I die today or tomorrow, and I get a chance, I hope to go to heaven, I would never question God on why things are going on the way they're going here, because God made this earth, and maybe these things have to go on because we're at the end. This is the devil's last days. So when I leave and say I'm going to live somewhere else, I did my fight in the 60s. Black power, civil rights. We're sitting down now and passing the torch on to you young people. And if you young people don't have any respect for us, you attack us verbally and physically, then you're doomed. It hurts me, but it's to be. It is written. They said at the end you'll know it'll be mother against daughter, father against son. You see where it's just nothing for someone to wipe out their whole family. This anger is part of the anger of the last days. So I'm not going to keep you very long. This is just a test, and I'm going to listen to it before I upload it to see that it lose at the end, and I might have to take this back. Okay, have a good day. Grandma loves you, loves you, loves you.